Hello everyone, Danny here today to talk to you about the sixth book, the highly anticipated sixth book in the Lusam series, simply called Lusam Book 6. It's what the author did with all 6 of his books. They all had the same name, just the book number changed. Lusam Book 1, Lusam Book 2, all the way through Lusam Book 6. It's actually kind of a fun way to do it. Makes it really easy to know which book that you're on. The author also stuck with the same narrator. The author's Dean Cadman. He stuck with Alex Wyndham as his narrator, which was great. Alex Wyndham does an amazing job as the narrator. I'm very happy with him and happy that he was there for all 6 of these books. Now, like I said, this was a highly anticipated book before it came out. This book series, one of my favorite book series, one of my son Jonah, my son Justin, my nephew Caleb's, all of us, we'd have these long discussions about this book series, about what we thought was going to happen in this book when it came out. Question, of course, when you have a highly anticipated book like that and it does come out is, did it live up to the hype? I'm about to answer that question, but first I have a favor to ask. If, like me, you love audiobooks, please subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications, come join me on my audiobook journey. Did this 6th book live up to the hype? It had a lot to live up to. The first 5 books have so much in them. You have a coming-of-age story, Lusam, starting off as a supposed nobody and becoming this hero to the world. You have dragons. You have good gods. You have evil gods. You have paladins. You have alternate dimensions. You even have zombies. I mean, the first 5 books had it all, and they were all really well done. One thing that the first 5 books didn't have, and I think that actually made this book series better, was you didn't have any backstabbing. All of Lusam's friends are Lusam's friends. Everyone who's supposedly loyal, they're loyal to each other. You've got the range of emotions that the first 5 books brought out. You had moments that had you laughing and cheering. You had moments that had you, wanting to cry. You had edge of the seat going, what's going to happen moments. You had moments of sitting back, just imagining and picturing this whole new dimension and world that had been discovered. It kept you guessing. The first 5 books did. They kept you guessing as to what was coming. But at the same time, they never let you down and they never disappointed you. And that's not just me. Like I said, that's my sons and my nephew as well. So with book 6, we didn't know. So obviously, Aemon has to be defeated. But you've got other storylines going on as well. And for me, if this is the final book in the Lusam series, I will be really disappointed in Dean Cadman. Really disappointed in Dean Cadman. So the storyline involving Aemon, that does get resolved. That does get ended. And quite honestly, you see that ending coming. There's enough breadcrumbs left throughout the first 5 books when they talk about how Aemon was first banished from the world. There's enough of that the final action, I'm trying to think of how to word this without giving anything away, the final action that defeats Aemon, you see it coming. But even though you see it coming, it's so well written and so well narrated that it's still, I've listened to this book a couple of different times already, even though it didn't come out all that long ago. I've already listened to it 3 times, I think. It's that good of a book. And every single time when that action occurs, it's a heart-rending moment of sacrifice that you see coming and you know it's coming. But even seeing and knowing that it's coming, it's so very well done that it grabs you and it gets you each and every single time. And that's the way a lot of the actions in these books are done. You have moments that you see coming, but they're so well written out that when they finally do occur, it still grabs you and gets you the way it's supposed to be. If it's supposed to put you on the edge of your seat, it does that. If it's supposed to make you cheer, it does that. If it's supposed to make you, oh, then it does that. There's also enough moments in these books to where you think you see what's coming, and then that's not what happens, that you're left guessing. Is this actually going to be? So that was the way the ending of this book was. Is this what's going to happen, or are they going to find another way? This is the ending that I see. Is that the ending it's going to be? That the ending that I expected was how they closed the rift and banished Aemon for good. The reason I say we'll be disappointed in Dean Cadman is if he doesn't continue with the story of Lusam. So, all right, the story of Aemon, done. That's resolved. But you've got some side storylines that Dean Cadman created that have been left unresolved. And in the epilogue, you're left with an avenue for the Lusam books to continue. That door is shut, but you're shown, here's the doorknob right here. So if you need Lusam, we just open that door and there's Lusam. So it's not shut in a permanent kind. So the Harry Potter series, that was a book series that everyone wanted to continue and keep going. But you knew that book series was over and it was done with. And I'm thinking, I'm switching between book series here. Anyhow, the bad guy was defeated. And the way the book ended, the door was closed on Harry Potter. You knew that door was not going to be reopened. It's not the way this is done with Lusam. That door is right there. Dean Cadman can open that door. He can continue the story, and he's got 2 storylines to finish with. He's got Zed and Cole. Zed and Cole are still out there. They don't get resolved at the end of this book, and they're a huge threat to the world. You've got the dragons. You've got promises. So Lusam, his dragon, Canos, has this vendetta that he needs to fulfill. That vendetta is left unfulfilled. So you've got storylines left unresolved. You've got the ability to bring Lusam back. And I'm hopeful and expecting that somewhere down the line, Dean Cadman's going to come out with more books about Lusam and about those unresolved issues and get those resolved. And like I said, I'll actually be really, really disappointed in him if he does not do that. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you like my channel, subscribe, turn on notifications. But most importantly, no matter what else you do today, make sure that today you listen to at least one really good audiobook. And oh boy, do I ever recommend the Lusam series. Thank you.